YouTube.
Alright, I'm live. Hello, and welcome to the Mehcast, and oh, what a motley crew we are. Today we've got...
quite the motley crew today.
Alright, Alex, when you're...
Ben is not here, so let's,
Wait, Ben's not coming?
He'll be here.
Yeah.
He'll be here, but he'll be here late, so... Ace
Ben's
is gonna...
supposed to be the glue.
Oops,
yes.
I had caps on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave
So...
all of that.
So, Gizmo, you're still streaming?
Yup.
Alright, so I'm gonna link your, So I'm gonna put your stream on my thing. Let's see, where are you?
No, Minute World. What? Nostalgia Critic's voice is actually on Fake You. It's, his voice AI is on there. You should... If you go to Fake You, Minute World, you're probably gonna have way too much fun with it at first.
Asa had too much fun with that thing when the moment we introduced it to him.
Yeah. And I had a lot of fun trolling Kevin with it using Brock's voice that one time.
By the way, Asa, what are your thoughts on Sonic the Hedgehog 4?
Sonic the Hedgehog 4?
Yes,
I don't think many people have a positive opinion of this game.
Well,
I think it's Sonic the Hedgehog 4. More like Sonic the Hedgehog 4.
well, the thing, the thing is with Sonic 4 is that...
Kevin, I need the stream link so I can PIP.
Give me a moment.
Okay.
I think
We already live?
I'm getting things set up on my end, and the thing is like...
Street Zone.
Oh, by the way, Asa, you know what me and the guys are gonna end up doing next week?
Yeah? What?
We're gonna do some... We're gonna ruin our friendship.
What? Why?
Because we secretly hate each other and want each other to die. That's why Kevin got me Superman 64 for Christmas.
No.
Man, that is evil.
No.
You might as well have given him fruitcake. Come on.
No.
Fruitcake.
No,
fresh
next week...
fruitcake or store-bought fruitcake?
No,
There's
next
a difference between...
No, next week, Asa, we're gonna be doing,
Mario Party Superstars.
Yep.
Yeah. Superman 64 for Christmas. Minute World, are you listening to this?
He says Sonic Frontiers fucking sucked.
Frontier... Here's the thing.
I've never played it.
Here's the thing.
Who's Minute World?
He's some dude in Silent Rob's thingy.
Here's
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah.
Sonic
He's
Frontier
a friend of mine, but he mostly
not a bad game.
finds, Silent Rob
He's one
blood.
of Silent Rob's chud buds.
He's alright.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, I like Minute.
He wouldn't be worth pissing on if his face was on fire.
Anyways, I was saying... It's not... Sonic Frontiers isn't a bad game. It's a little weird in places, but it's still fun.
It's meh.
You think that's a sensible description?
Yeah.
It's a step in the right direction.
It's alright. It's kind of meh.
Looks too empty for my
need-
taste.
Well,
Yeah,
here's the thing
exactly.
here's the thing that's kind of the point of the game.
They
But-
desperately need to bring back the 4Kids cast.
Kiwi
They
Farms
can't.
is down again, guys.
Alex, you know
Oh
why...
boy.
Alex, you know why they can't.
Okay, not the entire 4Kids cast, just Jason Griffith.
Alex, you do realize... You do realize...
Look, I'm gonna ask for the impossible until it becomes possible. And if anybody tells me that they can't do it, I'm gonna ask why they can't do it, those stupid bastards.
What are you, Patrick Bateman?
No, I'm Patrick Batman.
That's what I said.
Hold on.
You can get a cameo from Batman.
Which one, though?
And the thing is,
goddamn Batman.
Yeah.
And By the way, Asa, you know who currently voices Sonic in the games?
Nope.
One of the Batmans.
Oh.
It's
What?
it's the Batman from Arkham Origins,
Huh.
Huh.
who is
Yes.
also Ezio Auditore from Assassin's Creed.
And occasionally Chris Redfield, depending on whether Capcom wants to return his calls or not.
I'm
Bruh, I
still.
wasn't-
Hey,
Ben
Robotnik,
says, bruh, I wasn't even home when you sent this from Mal. Can't join sadly.
fuck.
So, and another thing,
Drop-filled ruins. Oh no.
and the thing is like,
Get away from me, Astolfo.
Minute World is saying I got to the last island and I couldn't wait for the game to be over. It was just so boring for me, and I'm a Sonic fan. I just did not care for it. It was better than Forces and Lost World, I guess.
Lost World was actually pretty good. It was just kind of strange.
yeah, Lost World was. I feel like Lost World and Frontiers were both those experimental Sonic games that may get like a little bit of bad rep, but they're still pretty good by the end of the day if you can,
A lot of the what
learn
people
the
don't realize.
controls.
What people don't realize is that a lot of the games that people bitch about that are not fast enough are usually the good Sonic games, or at least the more interesting ones. Like
Unlike
Sonic
Colors,
Unleashed-
which was basically just new Supersonic Brothers.
Well,
yeah,
well, here's the
I
thing.
actually like that game from what I played.
I feel
Sonic
like-
Unleashed is also pretty good.
I feel like I feel like Sonic Colors was basically hey, Sonic Unleashed fans, you know all that stuff you missed? Well, here you go.
Did you say Sonic Unleashed?
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
Unleashed?
Sonic Unleashed.
Unleashed.
Yeah, basically, that's what people called the Wii version of Sonic Unleashed.
Fair. They still
That
have to pay
reminds
for
me of a
DLC,
joke
though.
Manklor made, where he says Rainbow Road.
Oh, I remember there was Sonic the Fighters. I managed to download that on my 360, and oh boy, that could have been something. Just
I've
Let's put it this
seen
way,
I've actually seen
let's put it this way, I played the game just pressing A.
yeah, that game kind of sucks.
It could have been good though. Like there was like
on a second.
there was like the peel out attack. There was like combos and everything like that. A final boss I was actually worth trying to beat the shit out of. It's just nowadays when you think of Sonic Fighters,
There we
people
go.
really don't remember that one. They think of Sonic Battle or the fan-made Sonic Fighter that's out right now.
The hell? How the hell?
What's up?
But
My fucking... Well, apparently the Discord audio is not recording on this end. I don't know how, but
Excuse me?
you know, that's just great.
Hold on a
That's
Because
just
I mean, Minute
fantastic.
World can
I
hear
could've-
us.
I could have sworn
Oh,
the
no,
desktop audio is recording on my end.
No. I had it set up so that I was recording the... Okay, so I have it set up so that there's game audio, Discord audio, and then my microphone. And for some reason, the Discord audio and the game audio were just muted. And I didn't click mute. They were just muted because they were pointed to the wrong fucking windows. So that's great. That's great, OBS. Thanks for screwing with my settings. It's only been 24 hours since I last used this.
Give me a second, I just gotta check something.
odd.
My baloney has a first name, it's H-O-M-E-R. My baloney has a second name, it's H-O-M-E-R.
Alright, since we need a news guy, Asa, would you be willing to provide us with the news of the week?
I
Sure,
can
we're-
provide us with the news of the week if I need to. I just need to check last week's. Actually, I need to check yesterday's video real quick, just to.
Yeah,
Just
it
don't
has
be
to be somebody
paranoid.
with a radio voice, and Gallandon, you're it.
Well, I can definitely read.
Didn't-
Okay, Asa, just a
Where-
search marker, and then
Not
you'll
there.
see, the stuff of going down.
How do I do search marker?
How
Just
dare you?
go to the
You're not
search
allowed
bar.
To read here.
just go to the search bar, and then you'll see the marker. Close out Chrome.
Search bar. What on the news and topic suggestions?
Yes.
Yes.
How far up am I scrolling?
No, you don't need to scroll. Just go to the search bar on the top right corner, and type in marker and press enter.
Okay, that's good. So yesterday's stream is not fucked up.
Okay, so where do I go now?
Okay.
Go to the marker of the most recent.
January 3rd through 9th?
Yes.
Alright. So we start with Earth, Wind, and Fire drummer Fred. Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, 2023 is starting to be getting to be very depressing.
Yeah,
First in the news,
but this ain't
Earth, Wind, and Fire drummer Fred White dies, age 67.
Yep, off to a not that great start.
Yeah, that's
Not familiar with that guy.
Okay, there we go.
Do you remember the 21st first night of September?
Yeah, do you remember 21st
Oh,
night?
he's that guy.
When did that song become a meme? Like, why is that song a meme? I don't even know.
I feel like it's mostly
It's a good song.
I feel like it's mostly due to American Dad during that scene where the fish ended up possessing, and that
Klaus.
one guy, Klaus ended up possessing that one guy.
Huh. Hey, Kevin. The shading in this game is starting to remind me of those superhero chambers from Young Justice.
Oh God. By the way, Asa, I've gotten Alex to season 3 of Young Justice.
Yeah.
The season that everybody
that show was awful.
The season that everybody clamored for after the show got canceled by Cartoon Network due to poor
the season everybody wanted and nobody liked.
Yeah, and
the reason Young Justice looks so appealing.
Yeah, it wasn't Teen Titans Go. That was the whole appeal of it. And now I'm starting to think, you know, it wasn't any better than Teen Titans Go. It was just different. It was just bad in a different way.
Yep.
So, yeah, so the Earth, Wind, and Fire drummer, or one of the founding members of the band, I believe, died. Age of 67.
Are we live
exactly
already?
Old
yeah,
these
we've been
days.
live. I've told you that.
We've been live. Shit.
I don't.
You don't need me to read anything.
No, I do need you. No, we do need you to read stuff because Ben's not here.
Well, in the news, Earth, Wind, and Fire drummer Fred White dies age 67. Child drumming prodigy White was one of the early members of the band with several of his brothers. I only wish Fred White could have waited until September 21st to pass away. It would have been epic. But now heaven is officially a boogie wonderland.
Well, you know,
God
don't
damn
worry
it.
about it. We didn't catch any of the racial slurs you were saying at the start of this stream, so we're all good.
I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. That was too funny.
What?
That heaven truly is a boogie wonderland. That was a good joke. That actually did kind of help a bit. Thank you.
So,
yeah.
The next one then?
Yeah, on to the next one.
On to
we
the
don't have
next
to
one.
talk.
All right.
We don't have to talk about the next one for long, because it's not that interesting a topic, but, yeah.
So, breaking news. The U.S. government has set up outposts near the UC Medical Center where Damar Hamlin is currently... You gotta be fucking kidding me. Where Damar Hamlin is currently in critical condition. This is reportedly due to issues that may arise following Damar's possible passing. What, are they afraid people are gonna run the place down or something? Like, it's a football player.
They're
Critical
gonna
condition.
storm the hospital like it's January 6th all over again or some shit.
I mean, it's not like they're killing him on purpose. They're trying to save his life. Let the doctors save his life, for fuck's sake.
Paging Dr. House. Dr. House, you're needed at Damar Hamlin's room.
So, next up, we have Kefalst talks shit about Medicare as he's on his possible theoretical deathbed. Medicare and his
Keffels and Ethan Ralph, lest we forget.
Yeah. Mediker in this community constantly call me transphobic slurs and encourage harassment against me and other trans people. Honestly, pathetic to use their last days on this earth to be such a piece of shit instead of reflecting and doing something worthwhile. He won't be missed.
Keffels, the reason why people... Keffels, the reason why you're getting dunked on isn't because you're trans, it's literally because you've been grooming kids.
You've been cheating people out of their money, you've been lying to people, starting shit with people, playing stupid.
If I get started, Kevin's gonna have to kick me off this place.
Alright, so next in the news. Next in the news. Other than Keffel should learn to shut her mouth, or his mouth, or its mouth.
Should be in jail.
Yeah, should be in jail.
But
for many reasons.
The next one is actual truly sad news. James Buster Corley, co-founder of Dave & Buster's, dead at 72 of apparent suicide. Buster Corley had a stroke 4 months ago that caused severe damage to the communication and personality part of his brain. Corley's daughter told the WFAA the family asked for privacy. Aw.
Damn.
Man. Dave & Buster's. I love going to Dave & Buster's with my kids.
Yeah, I think I might go.
It's always the guys you wouldn't expect.
If I ever get the chance to go to Dave &
totally
Buster's...
I expected Dave to die first, not Buster.
If I ever get the chance to go to Dave & Buster's again, I'm gonna take that opportunity.
I'm gonna take my nephew, because I was supposed to do that before, but, well...
Died of 72 of suicide. Man.
You would have thought that being that old, that he would have just let time just take it instead of himself.
Ooh.
No, maybe he wanted to go... Maybe he wanted to go on his own terms, I mean.
You think so?
Yeah.
Sometimes it'd be that way, you know? He didn't want to lose
At least it wasn't Canada, where they'd make you do that.
I mean, I saw a documentary. The
Canadian healthcare system is run by low-tier God.
Okay.
Dear God, he's a real douchebag.
He's a
jackass.
Dear God,
he's a douchebag
who cosplayers.
He's a douchebag with chicken legs and large.
Let's get back on
torso.
We're talking.
We're
talking about the death of the Buster from Dave & Buster's of apparent suicide.
I have never been to a Dave & Buster's. I didn't even know what it was until a couple of years ago.
Alex, one of these days, I'm gonna have to take you to one of the two that's in Connecticut.
You've never been to Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah, like think of it like Chuck E.
A very, very long time ago.
Well, there you go. It's basically a more posh and more. It's a better Chuck E. Cheese, basically.
Yeah,
that
essentially.
Sounds good. There's actually a skating rink nearby that has one of the old Ninja Turtles games, now that I think about it. It's like the Ninja Turtles arcade game.
Wait, arcade as in the arcade or the Turtles in Time?
I think it was the Turtles in Time game.
Yeah, that one makes sense.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. By the way, the Turtles in Time. By the way, the arcade version of Turtles in Time is actually available on the TMNT.
Next in the news.
Oh yeah, we have the absolute cancer. And
that's
more cancer than the Mediker situation.
Oh, no! God.
On the predictions list.
You see, released a comic in which... Oh, God.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna take over because clearly we're torturing Asa too much.
Transforms into a child version of himself who he adopts as his son. No.
Okay, so between all of Ace's retching, you couldn't hear the rest of that. So, Mpreg Joker.
Mpreg Joker.
That's basically all you need to know. But I will.
No, it's not a fanfic. Surprisingly, it's official.
It's an official product released by DC Comics.
Yeah. So Joker somehow got pregnant with a quote-unquote mud monster.
This is real.
And guess who delivers it?
Harley Quinn.
Ooh.
Fucking Atomic Skull!
Atomic Skull?
Okay, that is beyond stupid.
You could have used him for anything right now.
With
And you decided...
no uterus to speak of. Leaves a man feeling a little bit
Well, what have we
unforgiving.
here? I think you're pregnant. I'm sorry, I have to get into character here. Well, what have we here? I think you're pregnant.
I think you're right. Do we have a good OBGYN we use?
Yeah, it's Atomic Skull.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Amanda, no, do not stand and prank Joker.
Matt.
Do not. No, for the love of
You're
God.
the father.
Here actually it's the idea of Mpreg Joker. Okay, that's what I thought.
My older
Dear
sister.
I
God.
think we're gonna scare Minute
Okay.
World off.
Next, please, I can't take one more step into Mpreg
You
Joker.
could have used... And you could have just used the Joker.
At some point in time, we're going to have to cover that over on Comics for All, which is our comic show.
Man, this is as bad as when I read that whole thing about Starfire's daughter who was fat, ugly, and
Oh, we read that too.
Yep.
Dude,
We
that one was at least
roasted
something
down
that-
and opened fire.
I
That
also
could've been
read
good.
the Beast Boy Loves Raven comic, and I have recordings of us reading the a thing called the Dark Incubus.
What the fuck is that?
That's a very good question. I'm glad you asked. Severus Snape is the most desirable man in the entire universe.
You know what? I'm gonna post this.
Considering
guy
who he's
here.
played as, I don't blame him.
Anyhow, next
That
up.
is the plot of that story.
Oh my god. Please move on.
Next up we
Gran
have
Turismo movie.
Douglas.
Oh, shit.
You don't want me to do this Douglas Dougie Bogart thing?
Oh yeah, you can go ahead and say that. Sorry. Hey,
I'll never
had
forget
I had the
time a
Emperor
prominent
Joker thing
exec-
scrolled off screen.
I'll never forget the time a prominent executive at a game company told me at an event, "You're lucky you got to do the game with us at all. You're just a drop in the bucket for us." After I asked if we could do another project together. Funny enough, they were fired not long after. Okay. And I should
And
care about
this
this.
will lead
Why?
into the other issue with him.
And in other news,
games.
Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo,
Oh, yeah.
Gran Turismo the movie. Oh, that's gonna be freaking exciting.
Yeah, 'cause Need for
It's just
Speed
gonna be a
works so
racing
well.
movie.
Yeah,
Like-
it's gonna be so exciting.
We've
I
already
can
got
barely
a full
wait.
This is like somebody making a fucking Forza movie, you know? Well, like, what the hell is this? People thought that this was a trailer for the new Gran Turismo game, and, you know, I'm not surprised. And then it came out that it was the movie, and who asked for this?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah.
So here's the thing when it comes to games like that have either no plot or very minimal plot. You could make movies about them. You could. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying you could. Like you could probably make like a spoof or an over dramatized like short film of say asteroids or aliens. People have done it. Like like whether it be like
They made a whole
artistic-
movie out of Battleship.
Yeah, they made a whole movie
Somehow.
out of Battleship, and that was just a board
But I
game.
mean, what kind of plot can you get out of Gran Turismo? I mean,
Yeah, that's what I'm
Bodies.
wondering.
Really?
There's no story. There's no arcade mode where you play as just some schmo coming off the racing tracks. Like, dude, if Tony Hawk, could do
This game is
two
rubber
games
banding
with
seriously
separate
hard.
story modes,
I would rather see Mario Kart the movie than Gran Turismo. I would rather see.
You're in
you
luck.
know,
It's called Super Mario Brothers, the movie.
you know, yeah, and I'm not looking forward to that either.
well, here's what's funny though.
Road Rash would have been awesome as a freaking movie.
What
Tony
about
Hawk Underground would have been a great movie.
Twisted Metal. I'll
Yeah, I
pay.
was
I'll
about
pay
to say Twisted
I'll
Metal.
pay $top to see Vigilante 8 or Twisted Metal
I was
done as a
about to
movie.
say Vigilante 8. That would have been a good one too. Oh shit!
Hey,
Gran
guys.
Turismo? I'd rather see Crazy Taxi the movie.
Hey,
Crazy
guys.
Taxi,
Guys.
starring Jim
Funny.
Carrey
Guys,
or Jack
Yes.
Black.
what am I naming my
I
Flaffy?
would write that to be funny.
Because we have
Fluffy.
Yeah.
I mean, we have Mick Jag, the Vaporeon, and Charlie, the Teddy Ursa.
Okay.
Dude,
Name it out.
Sheep in the big city.
Charlie. Hey, who?
Wait, is there enough letters for
Keith.
sheep in the big city?
Name him Keith.
My protagonist is named Keith, and it's a female.
Okay. So,
Name him sheep.
Stevie, or Nikki.
Just name him sheep. Sheep in the big
I would
city.
rather see Motor Toon Grand Prix, the movie.
All right, I'll name the Flaffy Nikki.
I want to see a movie based off that Kart Rider mobile racing game that's going to come out on Steam soon.
Anyhow, in other news, the PlayStation introduces Project Leonardo for PS5, no relation with a Ninja Turtle, a highly customizable accessibility controller kit designed to help players with disabilities play more easily and more comfortably, and for longer periods. Cool.
Yeah, it does.
That
look
is
cool, I
neat,
gotta say,
but
yeah.
unfortunately, it is several years after Microsoft introduced their own adaptive controller.
Yeah, I was
So
gonna
I
say,
kind of
Microsoft
wonder
has something similar.
why
Let's
are
see,
they
regain feint
so
attack.
purposefully? Why are they so purposefully late to
Charm.
the party? It seems.
Oh wow.
Whoa.
It's
I'm
Sony.
sure-
They're always behind on the
No,
time.
you're
yeah.
thinking of you're thinking about Nintendo. How long did it take for them to have terabyte, save files into their systems?
All right, I have a
still-
female
the Switch.
Houndour. What am I naming
Yeah.
this?
It took their
Although
Switch.
technically you could
It's
still
on the
have expansion
Switch.
packs. Technically you could actually have the
Oh boy.
The Wii don't
terabyte
count, man.
expansion packs
The
for the
The
Wii
Wii and
U.
Wii U don't count.
Let me know when
Those are
you're
SD
done with this
cards.
topic, because the next one, whoo boy.
Yeah.
Next
We're
one, all
for it.
right.
We're
Oh,
in for
yeah.
a treat,
You know
gentlemen.
what? You know what?
For this one.
I'm just gonna name it after or something from Some Call Me Johnny's review. It would just break
That's wonderful.
tradition.
So
And
Marvel
then-
and DC leaks more movie titles. The entire film slate for Phase 1 of DC Studios' new universe has been leaked following an internal meeting at DC headquarters. Confirmed titles. Let's go these one by one. Superman,
Okay.
The Last Sun. Green Lantern, Ring of
Yeah.
Power. Teen
Okay,
Titans. Yeah. Before I get
Okay,
to the
so
next
let's
Judas
go over
Contract.
Superman the Last Sun first.
All right, yeah.
So we have Superman the Last Sun. So Superman the
Which one's
movie,
that based
Superman
off of?
Returns, Superman Man of Tomorrow,
Yep.
Superman Red Sun, Man
boy.
of Steel. Are we gonna have any more confusingly titled Superman movies? Maybe we could have, I don't know, a live-action Red Sun film. Just to
We could,
make
yeah.
things
I mean, I
more
wouldn't
No, and
I wouldn't
FIFA and
see-
like SCWs are
I wouldn't see
gonna be
Russian.
on.
I wouldn't mind
Wait.
seeing Russian Superman on the
Wait,
big
wait,
screen.
wait.
I want to see.
Wait, I got it. Russian Henry Cavill
fuck?
with that mustache.
I want to see the scene where Superman kills the fuck out of Stalin. You know?
You mean like in
Oh, that would be
the
amazing.
comic?
Yeah. Superman killing Stalin. I can't
Yeah,
wait to
he's
see that
definitely
on the big
No, no,
screen.
no.
That'll be the only.
No,
That'll be the
no.
only thing I'll look forward to.
No. Oh, after he kills Stalin, he just suddenly becomes so wide-eyed, he then turns into that one meme.
Next,
So, next,
Green
yeah, next up-
Lantern, Ring of Power.
Wait, which
I
one though? There's like 4 of the main like green. Well, 5. Well,
I really hope it's the origin story of Gnort.
I'm betting
Who?
that it's going to be. It's not going to be any of the Green Lanterns people like. No, this is going to be the
It's
Guy
gonna-
Gardner
Oh, it's
movie.
gonna be
everybody
Guy
calls
Gardner. Guy Gardner. We both thought of Guy Gardner.
I'd rather have Guy Gardner than whatever the hell they're gonna think of.
Well, I would rather have Gnort than Guy Gardner.
it. You know, Simon Baz or Jessica Cruz would be good if they were doing them with Ethan Van Sciver's input, but they're never gonna do that.
They're not gonna
so,
get
you
his
know.
input. That's why I think it's better to just have whatever Guy Gardner movie they're gonna come up with than whatever the fuck he's gonna do with Jessica Jones or whatever the fuck her name is. Angelica Jones. Angelica Jones.
Jessica
J.K.
Cruz.
Jones.
Yeah, so it's been how long?
I actually
don't
like-
care.
I actually like how the
Zack
DC
Snyder wanted to make a
EA
fucking Green Lantern movie, and they didn't let him, and
perfect.
now they're finally doing it with James fucking Gunn in charge. Yeah, go fuck yourself, guys.
Look, I have the perfect person to play Gnort. You just get Amy Schumer to play Gnort, and I'll watch that like all day long.
Gnort? Who the hell is Gnort?
You don't know Gnort from...
You don't know Gnort?
Yeah, the freaking dog thing that followed...
Literally a dog man with a Green Lantern ring. Think of him as like a less fluffy Wookiee.
Like
I'm
supposed to know everything.
Gnort should have been in the Super Pets film.
Yeah, I'll have Amy Schumer playing Gnort, and then I'll watch Green Lantern: Ring of Power.
He has his own action figure. You should have seen him around. Like legit,
So,
he has his own action figure.
So third we have Teen Titans: Judas Contract.
They're gonna do a Judas Contract movie without first establishing the Titans or establishing any form of connection with Terra. When
we're just gonna go straight into that.
When both the animated series and the animated movies did
and
that,
this is considered DC Phase 1. DC Phase 1.
Yes, and then they're gonna do a Green Arrow movie, which is then followed.
Green Arrow movie, and then Justice League. Justice League.
Yeah, no Batman.
No Batman, no Wonder Woman, no Flash.
Not even Flash. Like
we don't even get.
Ezra Miller is still Flash somehow.
We don't even get a Martian Manhunter movie. We just go straight into Justice League. Fuck everything else.
Tower of Babel too. Not even one of the stories, because Starro already got wasted. We can't have Starro. Maxwell Lord got fucked up. We can't have him involved.
Hold on, just refresh my.
Let me rant about Judas Contract for a bit, because like Kevin has his own issues with this, but like this is the third adaptation of the Judas Contract arc we've had in the last 20 years.
Fourth. Because we've had the 03 Teen Titans series, we've had the 2017 film, which I praise quite a bit despite its flaws, and then there's Young Justice is season 3's latter half, and now we get a live action movie of this.
You know what they'll probably do? Actually, I just had a thought. What if DC decides to pull in the Titans from the Titans?
Fuck that noise.
Fuck that,
I know that show is terrible. That show is awful. But what if they decide to, like, shortcut and use that? Because then they'd have... Look, then they have their Superman, then they have their Batman, and they have their Robin and Nightwing and Superboy and all those guys. They have fucking everybody. If they use all those. Granted, that would be smart, relatively speaking, for DC. So I'm not expecting them to actually do that.
They should do Teen Titans.
Yeah, so for anybody who's not into comics or just not familiar with this Judas Contract, from what I remember...
Yeah, Judas Contract... Okay, so the Teen Titans are a superhero team made up of the sidekicks of various superheroes, including but not limited... Well, as well as just younger heroes in general.
Robin,
we have had
Starfire,
Yeah, we've had no introduction to any of the people who would be on this team. And they're just gonna go straight to a fucking Judas Contract arc, which was in Season 2 of Titans originally. Like the 03 Titans, that was a second season arc. That was not a first season kind of thing. He established the heroes, had them do their own thing, and then... I'm sorry, I got distracted by Robotnik's mini-maze.
So for anybody who doesn't know how big of a deal it is, this is a story that introduces Terra in the comics.
Yeah. Terra Markov. Very important character. Also, no Deathstroke. We still don't have Deathstroke. Deathstroke.
Not yet.
Yeah.
I would rather see Plastic
Justice League, and he hasn't been back since.
I would rather see Plastic Man the movie.
That would be awesome. But you know
Plastic Man, aka yet another stretchy man who could defeat Dr. Doom. Because let's be real,
I would watch the shit out of a Plasma movie. Are you kidding me?
Here's
I
the
love
thing.
Plastic.
No, I get
I
why.
love Plastic Man.
Yeah, I get why people love Plastic Man. He's a real good. He's a real good character.
He's a really great hero. He could body Brainiac.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, it's true.
Here's the thing. The reason why I jokingly say that Plastic Man could body Doctor Doom is just due to the fact that, think about it like this: Doctor Doom takes L's from a stretchy man who literally is one of the most worthless heroes in the Marvel universe aside from his inventions. His mind.
The negative zone.
Doctor Doom canonically lost a fight to Squirrel Girl of all people.
Squirrel Girl is the most unstoppable hero in all of existence.
Which is weird.
Just saying, Squirrel Girl can beat Doctor Doom, so of course Plastic Man can body him.
Reggie Abari from Bleach can body him, and he's one of the 3 jobbers of that show.
There you go. So Doctor Doom just ain't that. He just ain't that at all.
Here's what I'm concerned about more about the Judas Contract being a live-action movie. I don't think they'll do that Terra Deathstroke thing at all.
Fucking good. You know what? I'm more concerned. James Gunn is in charge. I'm more concerned that they will do it.
Here's the
I'm
thing.
concerned about that thing being a thing at all, though. Whether it be vague, whether it be just like toned down, I don't care. It's gonna start a big controversy, and whoever plays Terra is not gonna be feeling comfortable at all. Like, think about it. Terra is like what, 13, 14? She's gonna be, and what? Terra's gonna be hooked up with Slade.
And here's
all
another.
Titans are going to be older, probably. So,
yeah, but she's like a lot younger than them in that story, from what I remember.
Yeah. And then there was that time where Terra tried seducing Slade in a dress.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, legit.
Oh yeah. So
Slade.
I have to bring this up. So, Batman's like 25 in the most recent Batman film that they could possibly pull from, unless of course they're going to tie in with the DC, like the DC Black Label stuff, like with Joker, or in which case, who the fuck even knows? But yeah, so Pattinson Batman is like 25 something. I think,
it's supposed to be like a year
in that
one Batman thing.
Yeah, well, it's year 2 specifically. Like, it is explicitly said that this is the 2nd year of him being Batman, and so my question is, like, are they gonna have this like kind of tie into him so that they can maybe have some kind of established Batman, or are they just gonna do what they were threatening to do with Justice League Mortal and say, oh, this is we're just gonna establish all these characters? It was like yeah, you know these guys well enough. If you'll buy whatever the fuck slop we put out in front of you, you know.
That's pretty much how they're treating the Phase 1 over here, which in my book wouldn't even count as a valid Phase 4.
If this is technically part of the DCEU, like, if this is connected to the DCEU, Dick Grayson's dead. Joker beat him to death with a fucking crowbar, or before
Jason
BVS.
Todd's death.
Yeah.
I
wouldn't mind watching the Red Hood movie, but I guess we're never gonna get to that.
No, because we already had, because Dick Grayson was the one who got Jason Todd to death.
Jason Todd.
Well, we already have the Gwen Stacy is already a verb around these parts, so
yeah.
Are we ready for the next bit of news, gentlemen?
Yeah, you can scroll past me ranting about that shit if you want.
Yeah, oh shit, Wata Games are back in action. So Wata Games apparently is now grading repro carts as genuine products. Oh, Jesus. Either way, it just shows that grading games is a complete and utter farce, especially when it comes to Wata Games. Yeah, you know,
I trusted them to begin
what
with,
a
man.
game.
Wata Games.
Yeah, so for those who don't know about Wata Games,
Christ.
this is a company that came straight out of nowhere and said, we'll grade your video games, not your comics, not your statues, not your jewels, your video games.
And these are the idiots who think a Mario 1 is the rarest fucking thing on the planet. So, yeah, don't ask them.
I totally have been built an entire spare
Mario
house
1.
out of those things.
Yeah.
Are they affiliated with Whataburger?
No.
I wish.
Although they are
I wish.
affiliated with the Heritage Auctions.
It's
They are.
which they themselves are affiliated with the old gold coin market in the 80s that went downhill. So yeah, a lot of games incompetent as usual.
So yeah,
now the
excuse me,
question is, are they actually going to try to sell repro carts for $4 grand a pop?
If they're gonna grade repro
So,
games, whose place is it to say they're not going to?
So we
They
have
could
a
sell cardboard
reproduction.
with Mario written on it in crayon if they wanted to.
And they
So Larry Grundy
Grundy
Jr. posted a couple of screenshots off of eBay here, and we have a repro bootleg version of Rondo of Blood for the Super CDR, whatever the fuck PC Engine thing,
and a very obvious looking Pokemon Liquid Crystal one. I mean, that's
Liquid
the
Crystal.
picture's obvious.
Liquid Crystal doesn't exist. It's a fake game.
It's a ROM hack.
Yeah, it's a ROM hack.
It's literally just a ROM hack of Fire Red Leaf Green.
And these guys are the ones we want to trust with grading our video games. Yeah.
Well, they're also part of the reason why the retro game market costs so fucking much these days.
Yeah, it's because of
like,
them I'm not able to buy GameCube games at a reasonable price now.
Guys, I don't mean to disturb you, but the villain that we're about to be confronting in this, the main villain of this laboratory, she does the diva walk.
Ugh.
We're gonna go get a snack.
Oh
We'll be right back.
boy. Next up, Vince McMahon is back on WWE's board of directors. No, Vince, no.
Wait,
learn when. Quit, Vince. A new filing says, effective immediately, Vince puts himself, Michelle Wilson, and George Barrios on the board and removes independent contractors Alan Wexler, Joe Allen, Leon Stillen, and Jeffrey Speed. Oh no.
Apparently this is in relation to them trying to sell themselves to, I think it was Comcast.
So basically, he told these three people,
Vince, you need to get the fuck out of there, Vince.
As a WWE shareholder, I highly disapprove of Vince McMahon's involvement in his own company.
Shareholder?
It cost like $40 to buy a share, so...
Back when did you buy it at $40? As it can't be worth $40 anymore, can it?
Quite a while ago, I believe.
So you bought it at 40, and what's it at right now? Let me check Robin Hood.
No fucking clue.
Let me check Robin Hood for you, because I have my app up right here. Search.
Dude, you use Robin Hood?
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
I do too.
Hey, I'm a boom. Oh shit!
Over a bunch of people that bought GameStop.
You're in luck because on January 5th it shot from $72 to its current value of $87. So you did well with World Wrestling Entertainment.
Yeah.
If you bought it $40 a share, it's worth $87.92, and I highly suggest you sell right now because it ain't gonna go any further up. I can guarantee you that.
Hi GameStop.
I'm gonna do what I did with Twitter and hold on to it so I can get a share of some large corporation's money.
Well, is there a price you're willing to sell your WWE stock at?
$1 billion.
No, that's not gonna happen.
I know.
Hey, Ace, if we have when and if we get to doing the Austin Powers movies, you should join us.
Sure.
Awesome.
So let's see. Next on the docket, Creative Labs founder Sim Wong Hu has died. Yeah, Sim Wong Hu?
God damn it.
Yeah, one of the guys responsible for the sound card, I believe.
Okay.
Well, you are a dad, Asa, so it does make sense that you're making dad.
Rub-a-dub-dub. I hope he...
Dub, 3 men in a tub.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, speaking of which, the next item on the list.
I have no opinion on Sim Wong Hu's death because I have no idea who he is. So.
See, Asa would be with 3 men in a tub because Asa is fat, gay, and fat.
Oh yeah. The problem is we wouldn't all fit in the tub.
Oh, by the way,
don't worry, I have a swimming pool.
There we go.
Kevin,
Oh,
there's
God.
this inside joke we
Oh,
have with
God.
Asa where we just call him fat, gay, and fat for no reason.
Can we just get to the next news?
Yeah.
What news?
Yeah.
What news?
So the
Sorry,
news,
dude.
the next news is Burrow of the Fallen Bear, quote,
Gay
a
furry visual novel coming to Nintendo Switch on January 12th. An entire 3 people are gonna buy it. God, look how
and
terrible
I have to
these-
say, guys, you censored a bunch of games. You refused
Vomit-worthy.
to classify a bunch of games. But
Here
this
you're
is
going
on the
with
system.
furry now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
We
art
can't
sucks.
have Damn and Metroid, but fuck, we'll have the gay furry visual novel with the literal Baradaddy bear in the back. I'm gonna scroll hastily past this. That bear is looking at me funny.
This is like right intentions done wrong. It's like, okay,
I'm just
I get
saying
it.
that the picture looks awful, and it's a gay furry novel, so I know it's going to be written completely awfully. It's who's going to buy this and be like, yeah, here's Game of the Year for 2023.
You,
Come on,
because you're
Nintendo.
fat, gay, and fat.
I'm not that gay. I'm not that gay or that fat, honestly. Next up, oh god, Neil Druckmann. Go fuck yourself, Neil
Neil
Druckmann.
Cuckman.
Neil
Druckmann
Druckmann
has confirmed that spores as seen in the games have been removed from The Last of Us HBO, and I cannot give 2 shits.
The spores are kind of the central plot point of the entire fucking game, and it's the whole reason why there's a plot in the first place, and now they're just not in it.
Yep.
This is like removing the Force from Star Wars.
Yeah, but
Try and
this change still doesn't change my mind. It won't make me watch. It won't make me suddenly want to watch The Last of Us. I wasn't going to watch it before. Now I'm even less going to watch it.
So you're not gonna be like Mahler?
I'm gonna make a prediction. See, and if this is not gonna have spores, it's gonna be some sort of allegory of COVID-19.
Oh no! Yeah, that's
That
all we.
would have actually made sense though, because and it would have also had spores then, because then it would have been airborne, because the original disease in the game was airborne. And the whole reason people find out that Ellie, spoiler alert, Ellie's the cure. Ellie has the cure for the virus. Or the fungus. It's a fucking virus. We'll call it a virus because they're desperate to be like Resident Evil. It's basically the Uncharted. Naughty Dog has been chasing Uncharted as Resident Evil since Uncharted 1. And this was just their latest attempt at that. Anyway, so...
Anyways.
Yeah,
I'm not
so Last of Us, the whole
wasn't
reason they
intending to
find
watch
out Ellie has the fucking immunity to the fungus, which leads to the plot of the entire fucking game, is because somebody sees her without the gas mask on that everybody else has to use so that they can not become zombies. Fucking hell, guys. And you oversaw this, Cuckman. You cucked not only the game, but yourself.
It's The Last of Us 2, and it's really bad.
Probably because he wanted to make it overly political, and he thought the spores would get in the way of telling the story he wants to tell.
The spores would have been the perfect allegory for COVID, because it was airborne.
Yeah, about to ruin Ace's diet.
So what could they possibly think? That's what I'm wondering. He's like, I know they're gonna do some sort of COVID-19 allegory, but with them removing the spores, how are they gonna implement it?
Last of Us ruins my night. What are you talking about?
I said I'm gonna ruin your diet.
I'll ruin my
So
diet.
I'm going to watch the first episode of this show, and I'm not going to do it the traditional way. Okay, I lied. I am going to do it the traditional way, matey. But okay, so just so that I can find out how badly they fucked this up, because they're going to use tendrils rather than spores. I just want to see. I just want to see what they did.
You're not getting a penny out of me. It's gonna be yar har har har, and the pirate's like for me for this shit.
Yar har,
that's
fiddle
literally what I just
being
said.
A pirate is all right with me. Do what you want, because a pirate lives free. You are a pirate.
The
Hang on, I'm gonna
traditional
pull
way.
a Joey's World Tour on camera, guys. I'm
I
gonna put my face up close to the camera.
I would rather watch Joey's World Tour than watch freaking Last of
The
Us.
fuck is
HBO.
Joey's World Tour?
Oh, yeah,
Mason.
He's a really fat fucking
Mason, we don't
reviewer.
we don't need the Reese's. We don't need the Reese's ice cream.
Anyhow, next in the news, in a recent interview, Nicolas Cage said he wasn't contacted about returning for Across the Spider-Verse before adding, "I wish they would. I love the Spider-Man Noir too. I think that's a great character." Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
quite a shame.
I lit a
Noir
match.
was one of my favorite
I
aspects.
often
of
light
the
a
first
match
movie.
over my
When was
fingers to see if
Nicolas
I can
Cage
feel
canceled? Was he canceled or something?
No, he just wasn't. He just hasn't been contacted for Spider-Verse 2, apparently.
First Spider-Man,
You know, I could've-
played Spider-Man Noir.
You know, I could have sworn that Shamik Moore was facing the hordes of cancel culture once.
Yeah, but people quickly
What
forgot
for?
about that because one, it's an animated movie, and two, he's black.
Yeah.
Kind of like how they forgot about, how they forgot about Shuri's actress.
What about Terry Crews? Did they forget about him too?
They forgot about him for the wrong reasons. They forgot about him because he's a man accusing another man of sexual assault. And
Oh.
men get no sympathy from other men, apparently. Or anybody.
I can tell you that firsthand, but I'm not going to.
Terry Crews is
Good.
a bro.
I'm not saying that to be.
Okay.
I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm saying that to just say like, yeah, that's probably not something we need on the stream right now.
So
Okay.
yeah, we'll go
Terry
ahead and
Crews
talk
is a
about.
wholesome dude, bro.
Yeah, the next.
We're gonna go
next
ahead.
On the news. Next on the news, Juno Maxwell tweets. I just realized ratioed limited run games respects all personal opinions. However, we remain committed to supporting an inclusive culture. Okay, so what
Okay,
happened?
so I'm gonna sum this up because I think I probably remember more about this than any of y'all do. So one of the founders of BronyCon, decided to-
BronyCon?
Yes,
Yeah, you
one
know
of the
it's gonna
founders
get
of
good when
BronyCon
that's
doxed and harassed a woman who worked for limited run games because she followed libs of TikTok, Blair White, and somebody else on Twitter.
What?
Yeah.
So
And
let her
so
rest.
she
Games
got
still sucks.
fired because the founder of BronyCon said that she was problematic, basically. And it's like, oh, come the fuck on, guys.
Wait a
Also,
minute, she was-
Mehcast
Wait, so they fired her because of some douchebags that you know what? I'm glad I stopped buying limited run games, and I'm going to boycott them from now on. Now I have
Hey,
a
so sing that song
legitimate.
and add limited run game sucks here.
I
Now I
am
have-
waiting for my copy of KOTOR 2 to come in, and that'll be like the last thing I'll have gotten
It
from
was
them.
better if I
Asa
had to
had to wait
eight
almost a year for a game
for
from
the-
limited run game.
No, I had to wait 8 months for my freaking copy of Brigandine, so they can go die in a fucking fire. Fuck that company.
And I
it
just
was like
posted a video in
How
broadcast
long?
chat, guys. Go check it out.
I'll tell you afterwards. But yeah, they
Limited run
fired
games
a lady because some people made some shitty accusations on her.
Is this 2016 again? Because I
Looks
feel
like
like
it.
it might be 2016 again. People
Oh,
are,
yeah.
people are trending Gamergate.
Huh? A video game company called Limited Run Games.
Yep.
They fired Carol. Oh, it's the same news. They fired Carolyn 0326 because some nut job got offended over the fact that she follows some libs on TikTok and Ian Miles Strong. Damn. So you're not allowed to follow anybody on Twitter. You gotta follow whatever. So if somebody says you're problematic, we just fire
Oh
you.
shit.
Fuck you.
Galadon, I gotta stop following you. You're problematic now.
Yeah, imagine if she followed me, and she'd be canceled way quicker.
That's what gets me really, really thinking twice when it comes to streaming on Twitch, because now it's not just what you do or say on Twitch. It's now because now they track what you do outside of it. They can ban you permanently.
Well,
or
even more reasons. I have even more reasons not to purchase any products from Limited Games. Fuck you, limited run games. Go eat shit and please go out of business. Anyhow, next in the news. Netflix cancels Inside Job, one of the worst fucking animated pieces of shit on Netflix, and nothing of value was lost. Inside Job creator
renewed.
shit.
You know what they did? They renewed Big Mouth.
That is a piece of shit also. Shion Takeuchi confirms the animated series has been canceled and will not return for a second season, and nothing of value was lost. Unfortunately, they, like you said, they renewed Big Mouth, which also sucks.
Dude, I look, as much as I love Cobra Kai, I'll be on Netflix. They cannot solely rely on Cobra Kai to keep them afloat. Think about it. How many shows? How many shows
Special Zone ring.
How many shows as of now have?
Well,
they
Alex,
canceled?
looks like you got to go back. I could do another zone.
I mean, I was hoping they would renew Sweet Tooth because I actually liked what they were doing with it.
They cannot afford to cancel shows right now, though.
Official Netflix commercial confirming that Sweet Tooth is coming back.
Yeah, and then they rescinded that.
No, I just saw it now.
Okay.
I think Cuties is still on there too.
Can I go to catch
No,
up?
they
Still
removed
out
it.
there.
They removed it.
Yeah, but Cuties
Wait,
2 is
they
coming.
did?
Don't worry.
What?
They
What?
removed Cuties?
Let me check.
Oh, fuck. Maybe Netflix.
Oh, they
is
better not
bad
have
after
Cuties
all.
2.
Fuck.
Huh?
Did you
Cuties
say
2.
Cuties 2?
Yeah.
No, you're joking.
They can't
Nope,
make
Cuties
Cuties
too.
2. The girls are too old now.
Let's see, Cuties. Cuties is still on Netflix, so whoever said that is lying. Cuties is still on Netflix, sorry.
Oh, God.
God damn.
I showed you a screenshot. Cuties is still on Netflix, probably because Movie Bob watches it 3 times a day, and they know that
Yeah,
it's...
I was about to say, isn't that Rob Shipman's favorite film?
It's also Tessa Thompson's favorite film, apparently, because she defended that movie.
But yeah, if you don't believe me,
The
go to Netflix and look it up. It's the very first, thing that pops up.
Ace, I'd rather not. I think you can understand why.
Of course.
I mean, once upon a time, Maximilian Doom owed his fellow members of Yo Video Games
Well,
the trailer for Cats.
Flamenco will be happy to know that Cuties is still on Netflix. Alright, next up. Alright, Japan exclusive arcade game based on the new Super Mario Bros. Wii jump. Did you know that there's an arcade game that is based on new Super Mario Bros. Wii? The arcade game was only released in Japan and the gameplay is very different from the Wii platformer that it is. Cool. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, come on. OBS disconnected. Damn it.
Stuff like this which makes me worried about some crossovers. Like, forget Marvel vs. Capcom. Okay.
So we're no
Stuff
longer
like-
live then?
No,
We're still live.
No, we're still live. That means
Alive.
we can't say the N-word. Sorry.
Let me check.
Well, who said the N-word? Who said the N-word?
Doesn't say the N-word. No.
No, I'm saying we can't because we're still live.
I can say right now.
Yeah, I'm still live.
Huh?
I just
What are you
checked.
doing again?
Alright, cool.
Yeah, it'll just do that.
So next in the
Activision
news.
served Skylanders HD. Yeah.
Yeah, Skylanders HD. Activision survey hints at Skylanders HD collection. A member of the Skylanders subreddit claims they received a survey from Activision hinting that an HD compilation containing 3 previously published Skylanders games, and thankfully no figures, huh? Wow. When even Nintendo doesn't have faith in your game.
Here's what's here's what's going on about the Skylanders. So it's that, say what you want about it having figures literally powered by action figures and shit. It's legitimately a good series. It's just the fact that it's locked behind all these action figures that you literally have to buy most of them if you want to get most of the content. Like if anything, the Wii U version is the most complete because on the Wii U, you get to have Bowser and Donkey Kong on it, and there's also some figurines that you get to use to play as Cortex and Crash.
It's also easier to get a hold of amiibos than it is to get a hold of Skylander stuff, so.
Right. And here's the other thing, though. The games require you to have figures. Otherwise, otherwise you can't play at all. Like,
That's
if anything,
stupid.
it really is. And while I like the game, I actually play them just enough for me to actually, like, have an opinion on them. It's still stupid that they're locked behind action figures in the first place.
Didn't Disney make their own version?
They
It was called
tried.
Disney Infinity. Disney Infinity was an
Infinity,
awesome
yeah.
idea. It was not very
It
good
was,
in practice.
Apparently-
though.
really.
Apparently, my
Or
little
restricted.
sister can't tell what I'm playing. I'm playing XD Gale of Darkness, which
So,
is the sequel to
Go
Coliseum.
watch Scott Walker's video on the Toys to Life games, because he did a great job explaining, like, what was up with
What was
each
different
different
about
one.
them, what made them different, that kind of thing.
Well, I know
Alright.
what my favorite Scott the Woz bit was. It's the part where, when it's time to move on to the next consoles, he's like, "No! No!" as he's getting dragged away.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that was funny.
So next up on
I
the
like the
news.
get your face ready gag.
I love
Next
that
in the news, 5 Dungeons & Dragons video games have reportedly been cancelled. A new report has alleged Wizards of the Coast has cancelled at least 5 major Dungeons & Dragons video game projects amidst major changes, not minor changes.
Yeah, so for a company that's complaining about their IP being underutilized, why the fuck are they canceling out their video games? Also,
Yeah.
who wanted to buy a D&D video game? You could either just
Me?
play D&D online or play D&D.
Or just
Yeah,
do,
but there's
Optionally
MMO
on
and the
or
Wow.
just do what Matt Mercer and his buddies are doing on Critical Role.
Critical Role is cancer.
Robin Williams played
Uh,
D&D.
one of my managers is into that series.
Vin Diesel plays D&D, actually.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
does.
so does Robin Williams.
So
Oh,
did-
hold up though. Like, didn't we get the Dungeons and Dragons beat 'em up though? That was a good game.
But I think
Yeah, there was a D&D beat 'em up. I think it was done by Vin Diesel's game company, Starbreeze.
Company.
Yeah. They're the guys who made the Chronicles of Riddick games. They also made The Darkness. The first
Chronicles
Darkness.
of Riddick.
Darkness.
Chronicles of Riddick games are actually very
Darkness
Are
imprisoning
they?
me, all that I
Darkness
see.
the
Absolute
curse.
horror. Rubber rut rut. Rubber rut rut. Rubber rut rut. I don't know the words.
Oh,
good. Yeah,
next
for
on the
licensed
docket,
games, they're surprisingly good.
Next on the docket.
we have Ghostbusters news. Director Gil Keenan shares his excitement for the next Ghostbusters film, with the sequel to Ghostbusters Afterlife reportedly to begin shooting in less than 2 months. Director Gil Keenan has taken to social media, not only sharing his excitement for the project, but also showing love for the Hook and Ladder 8, a functional New York City firehouse that doubles as the Ghostbusters headquarters within the film.
And my
Pretty
little
cool.
sister decided to say, didn't realize Vin Diesel can play D&D with his 2 brain cells. I'm like, Jill, come on.
Damn it.
He's
Harsh.
a good guy. It's just that his acting skills are something that people have been in question about.
He doesn't have them. That's why he doesn't have acting skills. But
Yeah, but here's-
we're not going to crucify him for not being able to act.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
I don't know,
He is Groot,
It's the voice.
but he is Groot.
And
I
in the
forgot
same
Vin Diesel was Groot.
You know,
in the same topic, Hasbro Ghostbusters Proton Pack begins to order delivery next week. Crowdfunded in late 2021, it took them 2 years. Through Hasbro Pulse HasLab campaign, they reported on nearly every update regarding the Ghostbusters Plasma Series Spangler's Proton Pack, no matter how minute. And in today's bit of news, we've received important
Jill
delivery
said
information.
Jill said it's not his acting, it's his interviews.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah. Next up, Nicolas Cage not we already did this one.
I
Very
yeah, I
Gizmo.
don't know.
Gizmo.
Why did you put that in there twice?
Yes,
Yeah, we
he
already
did.
talked about
usually
Nicholas
have
Cage
Ben run
for
down
reasons.
the
No,
film
one
before
was
we
saying
start,
that,
but-
no, one was saying that he didn't get a call, and the other one was confirming that he's not going to be in the movie.
Yeah, but we already talked about it.
course.
and
Yeah, we already
kinda-
talked about it,
Of
so
course,
we
you know,
don't
there
need...
is at this point, there is a long tradition of Spider-Man actors denying that they're in films, so I'm betting Nicolas Cage actually is going to be in this Spider-Verse movie.
Oh, you mean like how Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire denied involvement in No Way Home, but everybody was like, come on, guys.
Yep.
We know.
And
Oh, Mason's pussy is acting up.
So, Doctor Who's showrunner breaks silence on Disney's involvement with the show. News that Walt Disney Company was going to become involved with the future of Doctor Who took center stage here.
Of course.
So yeah, Disney's Doctor Who couldn't be worse than the last iterations of Doctor Who.
you say that.
That's two.
But then it gets worse.
I mean, the last couple of Doctor Who's have been pretty shitty. Doctor Who hasn't been good for years, so Disney can only can only further tank that show.
Doctor Who had some problems towards the end of the Matt Smith era, and like Peter Capaldi is an amazing actor, and they give him nothing to work with for about half of his episodes, and the other half were just kind of not great.
By the way, Asa, you know what was the first movie I watched with Matt Smith in it?
Tell me it wasn't that shitty Terminator.
It was Morbius.
Oh, the one with the Joker?
Yes,
Oh,
the
it's
one
Morbid
with...
time.
Yep. It's Morbid time.
That worse though.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I'm like, okay, there's issues with the movie, but it's not as bad as everybody says it is.
No, it's worse.
No, it's not. No, Asa, no. It's not worse.
I've seen films worse than that.
Yes, it's like
I've seen films worse, but not by much.
it's like Morbius is kind
By
of
significant margins. I'd say.
it's like Morbius is kind of yeah, we've
Okay,
seen
right, I'll
we've
have to do with
seen
you on Highlander
yeah,
too.
we've
We
seen
don't talk about Highlander too.
not even
That-
the
that
version
movie-
not even the version with the not even the better ending version.
No.
Where we retcon
No.
all the stupidity that has to do with goddamn Zeist.
They
Oh!
go to the planet Zeist.
Space?
Yes.
My little sister said that,
comic book. See border.
my little sister
Special
says
acting
that,
border agent. Hey, Mike Barron, author of Private American, defended his comic books that continues to take the heat from left-wing ideologues Monday on Fox.
And I used fate to
What?
attack.
What?
anyway, my little sister says that, Daemon
Border vigilante punishment.
Targaryen was funny and Morbius was hilarious.
Okay, so I have to bring this up because we skipped over it pretty quickly. So Russell T Davies denied the rumor that the show's budget was $10 million an episode. He said, "If that was the budget, I'd be speaking to you from my base on the moon."
That's hilarious.
Catherine Tate's coming back. Yasmin Finney is playing a new character named Rose. Why the fuck do we have another character named Rose in this show? We already had Rose Tyler. Now it's just gonna get confusing.
All right, you know what would make things even more confusing? If
What?
we had
If they made her a border agent?
if they got Liv Tyler.
Oh dear God.
Boy.
Liv
What?
Tyler to
That ain't
play
gonna
Amy
be
Rose in Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
I'd rather her than who people said they were gonna get.
Get Ben Affleck to play Shadow.
Yes.
That would actually be good casting. If we're gonna be, here's the thing: if we're gonna go with the same logic that that went into the making of the second Sonic movie, I would imagine they'd pick one celebrity. They'd pick a celebrity actor for Shadow, but one of the Studiopolis actors for Amy.
Yeah, probably.
So they're probably more likely gonna get Cindy Robinson back. Which, to be fair, her aiming has gotten much better. Then again, it helps with her.
It could be worse.
And I think she ended up also voicing Queen Beryl in the Sailor Moon redub.
That was her?
Yeah. She is.
Because everyone's voice sounded the goddamn same.
Not really. Like I said, I've been. Not everybody. We don't need to exaggerate what everybody's voice sounds like, and plus,
all the Steelers
there's
fucking once.
There's enough of it.
The same.
I have closed my eyes before, and they sound quite distinct from each other.
Oh man,
not even.
Could be worse. It could be Gendo and fucking what's his name?
Fuyutsuki.
Oh boy,
yeah,
we about to have
Fuyutsuki
another fight.
in the Funimation dub.
Yeah.
So next in the news. Next in the news, Pokemon reveals why all of its kids are considered legal adults. Oh no!
What?
No! Oh, no! They're trying to excuse all Misty Rule 34 out there, aren't they?
No, not just Misty Rule 34. They're excusing May Rule 34, Dawn Rule 34, Iris Rule 34, Serena Rule 34.
Oh man, they're giving the pedos all the excuses now. No, don't give the pedos any excuses. It says on the freaking label, don't feed the pedos.
One anime Surgeon General's warning: do not feed pedos.
Just do not feed the pedos. Don't give them ammo, for fuck's sake. I have a hard time arguing with these morons already.
Yeah, you really kicked the hornet's nest on Twitter.
Oh yeah, I certainly did, and that's when I realized just how bad the pedo thing was. Why do people like fucking Lolita? It's just so squick. It's so gross.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Asa.
There we go.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, Asa. It could always be worse. It could be the hypocrisy where it's like, oh, they'll say, oh, Loli is bad, but Shota is good.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Those people are the fucking worst.
Yes,
like taste, but like if you disapprove of one and then like approve of the other, then it's a little sucks.
Yeah, I disapprove of both, so I'm consistent in my morality here.
Yes, you've been very consistent, and which I applaud you for.
I'm alive.
Didn't?
I'm Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm the fastest thing alive, but I can't fucking swim.
I mean, he can swim. He can swim in Sonic colors.
Lolly is the fantasy of being little, Shota's the fantasy of what you can do.
Shota.
We need to get off the topic of Shota, or we run the risk of Flamenco joining and watching our show.
Oh,
you want to
fuck
know
that
how
guy.
dare you talk about this?
Okay.
Anyway,
Okay, so
next in the news, Romeo and Juliet stars sue Paramount for child. What? Romeo and Juliet stars sue Paramount for child abuse over a nude scene. What? Olivia Hussey. What a name. Olivia Hussey. What a name. Olivia Hussey and Leonard White were just teenagers when they electrified audiences in the 1968 version of Romeo and Juliet. The film was a hit, and now, what? Now, this many years later, they're suing? Jesus!
Why?
A little, guys.
That's like the.
For as much as I applaud people for standing up to Hollywood bullshit, this is starting to remind me of the Nevermind lawsuit, where the guy posed for pictures and recreated the photo every 5 or 6 years for God knows how long.
Guys, Asa's got baby duty.
There we go.
I can read the next one. What? Again! We already did. Vince McMahon is officially back on the WWE board. How many times do you want to bring up the same news?
That's my fault. Yeah, my bad.
Stop it, Gizmo.
No.
All right. Next up, Borderlands movie is reportedly getting reshoots from Deadpool. Deadpool's Tim Miller has replaced Eli Roth as the director of the Borderlands film. The truth appears to be
Tim
that
Miller sucks. Eli Roth is great.
Miller is just handling a couple of weeks of reshoots while Roth starts to bring Thanksgiving to life. There you go.
By the way, you know, the funny thing is that
I know that sounds weird now, but Tim Miller directed Terminator: Dark Fate. Eli Roth has directed some legitimately half-decent shit.
by the way, Asa.
Yeah.
There we go.
So,
We're on the right track.
you know how you said, you know how you said you were gonna kind of boycott
LRG.
Yeah, limited run games. It's like, even though I kind of hate discotheque, some of the people who run discotheque, I still like I'm more or less just kind of buying some of their stuff up just because they actually deliver some very good product. Unlike
Discotheque actually delivers stuff on time and ahead of schedule most of the time.
Oh, and on top of that, their
run is never on time.
Oh, and on top of that, their Blu-rays do not look like dog shit.
No, they don't release incomplete games or incomplete Blu-rays, on the other hand. And they back up their fucking quality.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay.
Just another limited run games. Well,
Limited run games sucks.
We have to wait for River City Girls to go for an entire year.
Okay, so next up, prepare to rip up your bingo cards because 2023 is starting out strong. Surprisingly, Kamen Rider star Inoue Masahiro has announced that he has now become the new CEO of AIC Rights, the company that handles such anime IPs as Bubblegum Crisis, Tenchi Muyo, and Megazone 23. Basically a bunch of very popular early 90s stuff.
Cool.
I have no idea what this means, but I thought this was very interesting.
It does sound interesting to say the least.
Bubblegum Crisis is awesome.
And by the
Tenchi
way,
Muyo is
Gizmo,
awesome.
why did you post the Yellow Flash video coverage of limited run games losing subs? We already discussed that topic. Like, we're
And
moving.
we have one last bit of news. Last bit of news: Francis Ford Coppola's Megalopolis in peril amid ballooning
budget.
Bulge. Damn,
Francis Ford Coppola's enormous bulge.
This enormous bulge is getting in the way of his movie. Halfway through
We have to
filming,
keep moving him further away from the camera, which makes it very difficult for actors to hear his directions.
now there's a Freudian slip. I've always wanted to see Francis Ford Coppola's bulge. That's why. That's why I'm fat, gay, and fat, guys. Anyhow, yeah, the filmmaker is halfway through filming in Atlanta, with one source describing it as absolute madness.
Well, this is quickly turning into this generation's Apocalypse When.
So
yeah.
So seeing as we've covered all the news, I suppose we could just go back to trying to talk about the actual games we're playing.
Yeah.
I think I have one.
Or we could read some bad fanfiction.
Something new I can bring to the table.
No, we're gonna just ditch the bad part of the fanfiction rule and just read fanfiction.
David,
What? No,
does
bad
anybody know
fiction
who
is
David
funnier.
Gray is?
Well, I'll Asa go ahead and enlighten us with some bad fanfiction, and don't bother with Amnesia. I already did that.
Read 38.
Fiction is the best.
All right. Anyway, so Professor Krane.
So no 38 is.
It's basically a Harry Potter fanfiction.
No.
It's Harry Potter crack fiction.
No,
Yes.
Sounds like shit.
Yeah, someone's.
Did you read off a fanfic where the Harry Potter was adopted by the Rock?
Oh God.
Yeah, that was great.
Oh.
We'll have a couple of chapters of that to go.
Yeah, I read chapter 2 of that, and
I
last.
read chapter 1 a long time ago.
I
I
read.
didn't know anybody here read fanfiction.
Here's the thing. It's Harry Potter and the most electrifying man. Okay.
You should.
Okay,
You want real fun fan fiction? Look up the questing fun.
That sounds awful.
She's
You
trying
could
to.
shill-
My wife is trying
shill
to
the
write
Jasmine
an
token,
infant.
Atha.
What?
You could shill the Jasmine token like you were
Oh.
trying to do with me earlier.
Why is it going up again?
The Jasmine token? I don't know. I haven't checked.
Let's take a look.
But you could shill it to people on the stream saying, buy Jasmine token today.
By the way,
Jasmine went up another 3.68%, and I just made another $30. Hooray!
by the way, Asa,
Hey.
one
Bye,
thing.
Jasmine.
One thing that me and Alex are doing is like a bit of a bizarre project. Would you care to elaborate on that?
Okay, so imagine if this thing and that thing and another thing were all one thing.
What?
Okay.
Okay, so Marvel meets DC, and the first two stories we told were a Captain America, Wonder Woman crossover.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wherein Captain America replaces Steve Trevor in the plot of the Wonder Woman film.
After he ends up defeating Red Skull.
Yeah, so at the end of Captain America, the First Avenger, instead of crashing in the middle of the Arctic, the Valkyrie crashes on Themyscira. Because I've thought for years that would just be a thing that would happen.
So now we're journeying around with Professor Krane, just because, well, we need to
I'm
get.
sorry if we're revealing that we're too cringe for your cool self. Because you are achingly cool and we are achingly cringe.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm the most cringe person there is. Have you seen my channel?
Awesome.
Bitch, please!
And by the way, and by the way, Asa, let's just say that I've got a lot on my plate, and unfortunately, I'm just like, oh god, I need a lot of motivation.
I'm probably the most cringe motherfucker on this voice.
And by the way, Asa, I have actually written in so far 4/5 of a attempt at adapting in the Judas Contract storyline from the 03 show.
I have absolutely no doubt
using
that your version of the Judas Contract will be better than the one they adapt to live action. Because I get the feeling that given James Gunn is involved, there are going to be a lot of fart jokes, poop and piss jokes, and, well, Deathstroke's going to fill the void with pedophilia.
You guys want to know a horrifying fact about Asa? He's seen a lot of internet people's dicks.
Yeah, and even Gilbert Gottfried knew about it before dying.
Yeah.
What?
Why
would you curse that national treasure with such horrible knowledge?
It wasn't me. It was freaking JK Tim who paid freaking Gilbert Gottfried to let him know that I've seen way too many internet dicks in my time.
He's seen Blue Magus' dick. He's seen Invisible.
Who the fuck is Blue Magus?
He's a YouTuber from the old days.
Who?
I've seen Blue Magus.
Oh, hey you!
Exactly.
You sneaked Krane out? It's Snuck, whoever wrote the script for this game. Lavrina, this child here, he's the intruder.
I'll be right back.
Oh god, she's doing the diva walk again.
Kevin's probably also seen Invisible Crane's
Oh, wait,
too.
wait! I so have not heard about anyone leaving anywhere. Professor Krane is so going to be very busy. Oh, so very busy. So please be a nice boy and don't disturb us.
No. Holy shit! Invisible Krane being Scarecrow's origin would make sense. Because Invisible Krane is such a loser online, he turned to villainy.
Oh god. We're going back to the HQ lab. Stand aside, please. Going back? Seriously? You are so joking. This so happens to be where you work from now on. After all, we so need you to keep working on your studies. You so are the key to our plan. XD001, the ultimate shadow Pokemon that can never be purified. Stop that nonsense.
Kevin, is that your dog in the background?
Yes, my Space Invader has
I
arrived.
hear a dog tag jingling.
Yeah, that's my Space Invader. Stop that nonsense. Do you seriously think that I would help you do something that horrible?
My Space Invader.
Oh, that naps. He so must have made a boo-boo again. I so have to punish him lots. Little boy, maybe you could convince Professor Krane. I'm reading the script to the game.
The game, yeah. He's reciting the game's dialogue.
Yeah. XD, a Gale of Darkness.
Yeah,
You should so tell him to study our
my God.
XD001. You see, our plan is to make shadow Pokemon that can never, ever be purified. XD001 is only our first prototype. So, when we work out the problems, we can make combat units with XD series Pokemon. Wouldn't that be just peachy? But we so need the professor's cooperation for our plan. So please, sweetie, can you please ask him nicely to help? That's a redundancy in the sentence. Also,
Oh,
no.
shit, there's actually a character called Professor Krane in Gale of Darkness? Fuck,
Yes.
I thought you were referencing Scarecrow.
No.
Ew.
Oh, how nasty. You silly boy. You so won't help me with XD001 either? Oh, you'll be sorry now, but you will so understand. A little hurt is so persuasive. So, this pigtailed woman is gonna use a lot of Attract. And she's starting off with Love Disc, the most worthless water Pokemon in all of existence, and Beautifly. Love Disc is that heart-shaped Pokemon.
I know what Love Disc is, I just can't believe it.
Ball sack shaped.
You know what? You know what Markiplier said about about the way Love Disc looked? He was like, "Is that a butt? Is that a butt or ball sack?" He had no idea what to think of it because
Like a damn ball sack.
Markiplier, or what he did is Smasher Pass on all 800, like 900 something Pokemon. He had no idea what. He had no idea of what a lot of the Pokemon were like in later generations after Gen 2 because he only knew a limited amount due to him being a Gen 1er.
Ah, the proper way to play Pokemon.
No. That broken mess of a game is never going to be the proper way to play that game.
You play G1 and then you abandon it.
Looks like Asa had to dip out. I don't know if he's gonna
Alright.
That's fine.
That's cool.
It's alright.
Thanks for having thanks for being on.
See you, Asa.
Always
Yeah.
appreciate
He,
somebody taking
He never
taking
said
the
that he
time
had
out
to
of their
dip.
day.
I don't know really.
Oh, and this is her shadow Pokemon, a Delcatty. Now,
Always appreciate somebody taking time out of their day to come be cringe with us.
here's the thing. Delcatty normally is kind of a lame Pokemon and is the evolved form of Skitty. However, this thing has Shadow Rush. And
Hey,
can
we
do
got a spammer on here. Find your love in U City.
Oh god.
Is that on?
That's on Kevin's stream. We got a spammer.
I'm recording it.
We have somebody named Hi. Well, somebody said hi over on my channel. Hello.
Hot single MILFs in your area.
Yep, get rid of them.
There are hot Ben Shapiros in your area.
Yeah. Hot single
so
wolves.
short
You're
strike
ahead.
player,
Did
yeah.
you hear that, Gizmo? Hot single wolves.
Gonna switch
You said
to
that
Houndour.
I already
And I'm gonna attempt throwing an Ultra Ball at this cat. Well, Mason, hopefully I'm gonna catch this pussy. Damn it!
By the way, if you're curious, Asa also knows my real name because I've
What do you
spoken
call-
with him on Facebook before.
So what do you call Jesse Quick's cooch?
I don't know.
A cheetah. Because she got fast pussy.
You stole that from Nostalgia Critic, dude.
No, I didn't.
She gives new meaning to the term fast pussy.
Not exactly the Choky cold though.
Alright, let's try this again, and hopefully we'll actually catch the bitch.
Tell me what to do.
Bitches are dogs.
Right, and this is the female cat.
Yeah. Well, Kevin does have a bitch on.
How did I catch? How did I catch that in a Great Ball, but not the Ultra Ball?
Either I'm going crazy or my phone keeps buzzing and not doing anything.
And the Roselia is somehow still alive.
That explained why my battery was drained last night, even though I thought I had it plugged in. Maybe I'm just going crazy. Anyways. I had something I wanted to talk about.
By the way, Alex, after you, so what are you gonna do after you beat Sonic 4 Episode 1? Are you gonna just do Episode 2?
Yes.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, here's what you wanted to talk about. Galen Dunn is going to give Mason some of his Dogecoin.
No.
Come on, help a brother out. They need
I
two
bought
Dogecoin.
I bought that Dogecoin.
What on earth?
I bought the
How
Doge,
could you be
I
strong?
bought the Dogecoin in my dog's name. I can't get rid of it now.
Oh, I so hate to say this. Little boy, I can't beat you right now. Master
Give me all your
Grievel
Dogecoin or I will
will
break
so
his
be
whole
cross
dog.
with me, but that's okay. I'll let you owe me this one time, but you have to promise you will think about my plan next time. If you see XT001, I'm sure you will so want to help me. I'll so be waiting for you.
And she runs away.
Time after time.
Lavrita!
Fuck.
Wow, that guy must have torn pockets.
Motherfuck. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Boys. Smoke
Got the
weed,
data
smoke
ROM,
weed, doing
which is
coke,
important.
drinking beers. Who smokes blunts? We smoke blunts.
Now we
Left
walk
on
slowly
number
into the
4,
elevator.
Pure aqua.
Forgot I went to Aldi earlier.
Thanks to you, Keith, I was able to return safe and sound. Sincerely, thank you. Though it was a horrible ordeal, I learned a few things when I was in that desert lab. First and foremost, Cypher hasn't disappeared. The fact that they're still around is alarming. Worse, they are making more shadow Pokemon again. And worst of all, they are trying to create the ultimate shadow Pokemon, one that is impossible to purify. Cypher must be plotting world domination using shadow Pokemon as their weapons again. To counter Cypher's new shadow Pokemon conspiracy, Director, Lily, we did it! The purified chamber is finally complete!
Oh my!
Oh, what fantastic timing! It's finally finished! Lily, thank you. Thank you for pulling everyone together so capably in my absence. Okay, let's not waste any time. Let's all go have a look at the purified chamber.
Let's!
Which, by the way, the purified chamber is going to make purifying shadow Pokemon so much easier.
Take a good look, Keith. This is the Purified Chamber. Keith, your father and I designed it 5 years ago when we were motivated by the Shadow incident. If evildoers were to create Shadow Pokemon again, we wanted to be able to save them ourselves. Keith, your father believed that passionately. To honor your father's wish, I put together our Pokemon HQ lab. Did he die or something? Keith, if your father were here,
Well,
I'm sure that he would be delighted. No. I've said, was he dead or something? While I was gone, everyone seems to have rallied around Lily and made things happen. Okay, Keith, we'll have you lead the way. The glorious history of the Purified Chamber will begin with you. But first, if you would be so kind as to briefly explain how the Purified Chamber works. Certainly. Okay, Keith, listen closely. The Purified Chamber is a facility in which Shadow Pokemon undergo purification through contact with regular Pokemon. Purification is conducted on what we call a set. This is where a Shadow Pokemon comes into contact with regular Pokemon. In the center of a set, one Shadow Pokemon is placed. Up to 4 regular Pokemon can be placed around the Shadow Pokemon. We have 9 of those sets here. That means we can efficiently purify up to 9 Shadow Pokemon at the same time. There is one thing you need to be careful about. Purification won't proceed if you place only a single Pokemon on a set. Purification can only happen if there is at least 1 regular Pokemon on a set with a Shadow Pokemon. The number of regular Pokemon placed with the Shadow Pokemon and their compatibility are key points. First, the number of regular Pokemon. The more regular Pokemon you place with a Shadow Pokemon, the quicker the purification is. Next, the compatibility of Pokemon. Compatibility depends on the types of Pokemon involved and the directions they face. By adjusting these factors, you'll likely see differences in purification speeds. If you need details, I'll be happy to explain later, but right now I'd like you to check the sets it's out. Okay. Yeah, I sometimes get kind of tired of voicing the script in this, because this gets boring. Okay. So as you can see, there's not much. Okay.
Oh yeah. I damn it.
Nappa.
Need to stop jumping the gun on this.
God
Okay.
damn it, Nappa.
Okay, so I wish I would have remembered to bring this up while Asa was here, because I would have loved to get his input on this. But so does anybody know what I mean when I say that Styx Hex and Hammer is log posting again?
Dixon Hammer 666?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's one of the people Ace Salieri actually criticized, I think.
Do you know what I mean though when I say that Styx is log posting again?
No, I don't.
Okay, good. Styx is log posting again, and it's just as weird as it was when he started. Look up log posting on Know Your Meme. If you're curious. If you're curious of what I mean, look up log posting on Know Your Meme.
Right.
Blog posting. Alright. I will.
I'm not telling you to. I'm saying if you're curious as to what I'm talking about.
So let's see. Jovi wonders where he went. I would like you to stop speaking, referring to yourself in the third person.
technically do this.
Can Alex beat Sonic 4?
It's not that I can't beat Sonic 4. Will I beat Sonic 4 with all 7 Chaos Emeralds? Because it's not hard. God damn it, there's an invincibility right there, and I can't get to it.
So...
Yeah.
So Alex,
Yes.
tell me something.
Tell me something,
How
boy.
how powerful is the Skeletor?
Skeletor is as strong as calcium. Therefore, quite strong. Yes.
Oh, by the way, Pirate Town has changed a bit. For one thing, it has a new who's building as opposed to a building I had to go up when I was fighting Mirror B.
Oh. You fuck nuggets.
What now?
Huh?
That's just unfair.
Anyway. Let's see.
what-
Let's switch
What's
you out.
wrong?
Collided with the back end of one of these fucking things. Okay, I have 51 rings. All I have to do is get to the end of the stage, and jump into the ring. That's all I gotta do, right? Should be simple. Shouldn't be that difficult. Shema.
You know what the strategy guide for this game says for you to do? By this point, it kind of recommends you to. It kind of recommends you to use the like the weaker shadow Pokemon that you've captured throughout the lap portion, just to kind of, you know, lower their heart meter. But I'm like, I would, but at the same time, no. Snubble. So Gizmo, you want to know what's one of the biggest salt-inducing bits when Mason was playing in Pokemon Coliseum? On the Stand with Nick Discord server.
What's that?
So, apparently, I was having quite a bit of grief trying to catch Suicune on me, each Discord sharing a playthrough of Pokemon Crystal. Mason caught Shadow Suicune on the first try.
Yep.
Huh.
I'm just like,
I don't.
no, you do not get to do that.
I don't have a controller right now, but you don't need a controller to play Pokemon games, so I might just try to play that game again. See if I can.
Wait a second. Okay, now Vaporeon's trying to learn Quick Attack. I'll just delete the same attack.
Koala Man official trailer. Hulu.
Come on. Come on. No. Fuck. I wasn't close enough. I wasn't fast enough on the start button.
So you gotta do all that again?
Yeah.
Yeah, the world thought I was snoring.
So... By the way, in case you were wondering, in Gizmo, the The reason why I named my Houndour and then I is due to the fact that in Some Call Me Johnny's review of this game, he ended up having to catch a Houndour due to needing a powerful fire type early on, since steel types weren't going to be his wall anymore. Oh, no. And under his friend Matthew Mattelli's request, he named the Houndour and then I. And it was like, and then I used flamethrower, and then I gained experience, and then I fainted.
Yeah.
Seriously, it was a really good part of that review.
Why did Season 3 rely on weird cliches?
Season 3 of what?
There's a video about Ben 10 entitled, Why Did Season 3 Rely on Weird Cliches?
Because kids.
Are we talking OG Ben 10 or...
Yes.
I was gonna say,
because Elf Ben is in the thumbnail.
Treadley and Foley, they're back. You know what that means, guys.
Foley? Oh, you mean Gizmo's favorite wrestler?
No.
Mick Foley?
No. The Boulder questions your judgment. You do know that Mick Foley voices the Boulder in Avatar, right?
The Rock was too expensive, was the reason I heard.
Oh, yeah. Mick Foley is not the highest paid actor in Hollywood.
Well, Mick Foley is not even an actual... Well, Mick Foley is, like, not a regular actor. He's
The Boulder.
I mean, yeah, wrestlers are kind of actors, granted, but...
Oh, guys, I got a good Boulder quote. The Boulder feels conflicted about fighting a young blind girl. Off then is like, sounds to me like you're scared, Boulder.
Pebble.
The Boulder is over his conflicted feelings, and now he's ready to bury you in a rock-a-lanche. Whatever you say, the Pebble.
How it sounded like with the Rock's voice.
I love that at Heart of Avatar when Toph was introduced to the show.
Someone should really do a cameo from The Rock and ask him to say those lines.
Does The Rock even do cameos? I mean, he's a highly paid actor. Oh yeah, fun fact. The match, The Rock's final match that he retired on was against a jobber.
And you want to know what the weird thing is that at Avatar The Last Airbender was done, in terms of voice direction, was done by Andrea Romano. And considering she has quite a number of connections, I am unsure if she would have been able to get The Rock. She got Jason Isaacs for season 1.
You know what? I'll bet you could probably convince, if you showed The Rock that clip somehow, you could probably convince him to do it. But it'd be a matter of getting him to see it. Yeah. Somebody needs to start bugging The Rock to get into Avatar The Last Airbender so that he can make a good Avatar movie.
And for him to retire on a proper match instead of retiring on a 6-second match against a jobber.
Which match was this again?
The Rock versus Eric Rowan. 6-second match. That was the match he retired on. I shit you not.
Better or worse than the match they had that he and Ronda Rousey had against Triple H.
I see. The Rock versus Eric Rowan. Wait, The Rock and Ronda Rousey versus Triple H? Let me see that.
WrestleMania 31.
Hey, Snake Boy, how you doing?
Oh yeah, that was WrestleMania 31. This was in 2015.
You know, was one
this
thing
is
I
from
ended up.
WrestleMania 32. And this, what I'm about to link you here,
You know, was one
this
thing.
was the match he retired on.
You know, was the one thing I ended up learning about how pit bulls from people I've had conversations with.
What?
It's like they always they're really nice around people. It's just with other dogs, they seem to have this need of wanting to be the dominating force.
Yeah, some of them.
Sounds like my cat.
Some of them have this thing where they're like they feel like the other dog is a threat, and some of them are just like oh, you're just part of the group. But that they have to be specifically like part of the group.
Yeah.
Baragon, Louisan, Bairn, whatever his name is.
Baragon, Luis, and Barn.
He just posted a message saying, 2023 sucks!
Why?
Okay,
In all caps. That's why I shouted it just now. And there's a link he posted.
Oh, Diamond from Diamond and Silk just died. Huh. Damn.
What happened?
I don't know.
Let me see.
Minute World's asking if there's anybody that played that new SpongeBob game. Are you talking about Cosmic Shake?
No.
Oh, I didn't think that
I haven't even touched the rehydrated version of Battle for Bikini Bottom.
That game still irks me because how is it you don't have the money to cast the original voice actors that are not SpongeBob?
That's
Good
an excellent question.
Was that Gizmo?
I mean, they did get back at quite a few of the original voice actors, except for Mr. Krabs and Mermaid Man before
Which
he
is
passed
strange,
away.
I would have thought that Julian Zabrowski was just about anything.
Yeah, I mean, he was in the Crash Bandicoot games.
Yeah, and then apparently people were intimidated by his Cortex voice of all things. I'm like, his Cortex voice? I think you're mixing him up with Uka Uka. Because I remember that being the intimidating voice, not Cortex. Granted, Lex Lang pretty much steals the show in just about every Crash Bandicoot game he's in. Lex Lang being the current voice of Cortex.
Yep.
Gizmo, you've heard Lex Lang's voice, right?
I heard what Cortex voice of them all.
So, I'm saying you've heard have you heard Lex Lang's voice?
I didn't think Minute World was still in the chat. I thought the news of Mpreg Joker scared him off.
Please don't bring that up again until we do a live stream reading the comic.
We had to read that shitty Batman comic where power is out pretty much everywhere and Batman just ignores a goddamn riot.
Minute World says Clancy Brown will be in the Cosmic Shake game.
Awesome.
Nice.
SpongeBob me pup, I'm in the Cosmic Shake. They forgot to return my call for the last game. I remember me, boy. The enemy cannot push a button if he disables his hand.
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna overdose on ketamine.
Sponge Boy Bebop.
There's actual like speedruns of that game now.
Sponge Boy
Bebop.
I've become an 80s villain.
Superman guy. I need.
All the kryptonite.
I'm going to need you to find all of the kryptonite.
And all the duct tape.
Duct tape.
Of course. We have to duct tape all the kryptonite together so we can kill Superman with it.
Mr. Krabs, how will that solve our problems?
Solve problems?
Put that in Uber Duck or Fake You, by the way. Minute World, if you're still watching this, go check out Fake You. You're gonna have a lot of fun.
I bet he will.
Got a lot of voices there. Some good, some of them just flat out suck.
Like the Beast Boy voice?
Yes.
Yeah, the Beast Boy voice. Like, I don't understand that because the guy who made the Beast Boy model actually made some other okay model.
Okay.
Like,
Are we going to try again?
No, we don't need to try again. We did good.
You got it?
Want to try again?
Mm-hmm.
You got all the Chaos Emeralds?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
So you got them all?
Gotta catch 'em all.
Pokemon.
Sonicmon, gotta catch 'em all these emeralds.
You know, out of
by
all
the way,
content used to be a thing. What I don't get is Sonic being in Pokemon.
Ichigo is now on Fake You, guys.
Of course, Johnny Young Bosch is in Fake You.
Wouldn't they just have Johnny Young Bosch on each other? He voiced a lot of characters.
We will, unfortunately,
Hello,
never see
I'm Ichigo Kurosaki. I am retarded.
Oh, God. Is that... Oh, that's Ninja Bridge.
That's not funny, Hokage!
My million followers, big to defy.
But you don't even have Takahata 101!
Dude,
That's
so
where you're wrong.
I still find it dumb how Curtis Arnott ended up deciding to tread the path of the VTuber.
Oh, is he?
What do you mean?
He's a VTuber now?
Yeah, he hosts a virtual bar.
The fuck?
God, what are VTubers?
Virtual YouTubers. Basically, you remember how people used to have face rigs back in the day?
Basically, what are you, A-Log? You gonna say basically a lot?
Well, basically, the basics of it are that the basics are...
Basic.
Yeah, how to basic face rigs made more complex.
Basically, I want to kill Chris Chan. Basically.
Gizmo, you know who A-Log is.
Okay, Alex, in all seriousness, how powerful is the Skeletor?
Skeletor once wiped all of the memories of a bunch of people in Eternia, and
At once?
Did he?
Shit.
and used that to try and keep He-Man from defeating him. Skeletor with the power of Castle Grayskull would be practically unstoppable. Skeletor by himself is pretty fucking good.
He's ridiculous. Would you say that? Would you say that same sentiment for the 2002 version?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, considering the absurd power that he's capable of, even with just a small fraction of what he has.
Hello,
Yeah.
I'm the Great Papyrus. Fabulous secret powers were revealed to me the day I held aloft my magic brother and said, by the power of skeletons and spaghetti.
I'm very confused. What is it that you are talking about here? I leave you to I leave you to numbskulls.
Spaghetti, Mr. Skeletor.
I leave you two numbskulls here alone for 2 minutes.
Hey.
Snakebite says,
Numbskull, that's all words.
Minute World says.
Anyway, you two.
VTubers are fucking cringe.
Yes.
Anyway,
And
I
Snake
leave.
Bite was also getting along. Was also riding along with the basically joke that I made earlier.
What was the guy's name that kept saying and made up that story about Alpha? Bunch of thirsty slow boys simping for doing no anime avatars with a voice changer.
Well, I mean, that entirely depends on if they're using a voice changer, but yes.
They're still VTubing. I think the girl that did Gawar, the shark girl VTuber, stopped.
Guar?
Yeah, I forgot what her name was. Gawar, or whatever the fuck her name was.
Guar? I thought Guar was the name of a band.
It's the name of a band, but it's also I forgot what her fucking name was. But
They were in like an
it's
episode
Gora.
of A&D.
yeah,
I
Gora.
think.
Gora. There you go. Her name was Gora. She stopped VTubing, I think, and now she's just VTubing as herself.
Well, there was some agency shit about that, and
Yeah,
a bunch of VTubers quit and then went independent and started their own channels.
Yeah, I don't get why you wouldn't just let them continue VTubing as that character, though. Why not just let them, if you're not going to pay them anymore?
Well, they're trying to hold on to the IP, and they act like the characters are in any way important. Like these are not Mickey Mouse. These are not anybody who anybody gives a shit about outside of the VTubing.
Yeah, unless you're Hatsune I guess unless you're Hatsune Miku, no one's really gonna give a shit.
Well, Miku isn't a VTuber. Miku is like a mascot, but for the voice software.
Anyway,
You're talking about Hatsune Miku, right?
Anyway, I leave you two here alone for 3 minutes. I leave you two numbskulls here alone for 3 minutes, and you're just goofing around as though you're He-Man when you're supposed to be guarding the palace.
You know, this is probably the
Hey, I
first
have
time...
2 jobs, and that means I get twice as many inventory breaks. Yes, and I'm unemployed.
That makes
You know,
literally
this is
no
probably
sense at all.
This is probably the first time Minute World has been a part of the Mehcast.
Who's Minute World?
It's on Gizmo's chat.
Yeah, he's a watcher, and he's a friend of mine who occasionally comes in into my streams. He's also a kind of the guy that Ace mentioned, Silent Rob. He's also a YouTuber, but he's one of the smaller ones.
God.
What happened,
God.
300 rings, and I died at the very end.
Kevin, you should go look at Gizmo's chat. Minute World said, I want to do things to Hatsune Miku.
I saw.
Unspeakable things.
So let me guess, you wish to enact unspeakable evil on them?
That's
Get-
technically what he's talking about.
Get Aku for that. I don't do unspeakable evil. I do speakable evil.
Yes, we do very speakable things around here.
So do
Much to my chagrin.
I
We're
also
all
do
going to
see
hell.
See no evil, see no evil, speak the evil, bro.
I also don't.
I
think
thought
that's
you
worth
two were atheists.
I said we're all going to
I
hell.
believe. Hey, I believe in the big fluffy goat in the sky.
Well, since you like to believe in goats, I believe you should shut the fuck up. It's gluten free.
Why did we invite 80 Skeletor here?
Oh,
Because
more
it's
skeleton
better
friends.
than the original. Also, I was in the Chippendales Rescue Rangers movie as a cameo.
More skeleton friends. Hello, I am the Great Papyrus.
I feel sorry for you, oh Mr. Oppenheimer. I am deeply disappointed that somehow they were able to convince you to be in that an awful movie. I scoffed at them, and I showed them the door. Very rudely did I show them the door. In fact, I should be more accurate. I laughed the heartiest laugh I could muster. Then, I threw them out of my domain as well as the entirety of Eternia. So did they just...
Skeletor was fucking rude.
So did they just... So did they just walk up to your door and say, "Hey, want to be in our awful Chip and Dale movie"? Was that what they said?
Just said, you know, Chip got cut by a fucking fly.
Oh, that
Disney.
Oh, that's just stupid. That is really stupid.
Did you know that Gadget has a cult in Russia?
Yes.
Are we talking Inspector Gadget?
Are you serious, Alex? This is not a joke.
Oh, it's a thing. I heard about that.
Again, are you talking about
you're
Inspector
serious.
Gadget?
That stupid. Okay, Minute World just said that stupid fucking fly thing from the cartoon got with the female mouse.
Okay, that's just ridiculous. And this is coming from me, the master of Double Tap. So, Mad Mod, was it? You had the Teen Titans, and all strapped to chairs, their powers practically useless right in front of your eyes.
And your biggest plan was to turn them British. Do you know how fucking stupid that is? Your biggest plan is to turn a bunch of American teenagers into British teenagers. Why in the retarded hell would you think that was a good idea?
Why didn't you just kill them? Seriously, why didn't you just kill them when you had the chance?
You thought the most greatest plan, the most worthy of the plan, was to turn them from the Sex Pistols into the Beatles. What is the fucking shit is that?
I swear. It's one thing to get roasted by Brian Dobson's Skeletor. It's another thing to get roasted by him and Alan Oppenheimer. And then there's you two, who are still goofing around instead of guarding the place. Do I have to get Evil Lynn here? Do not make me get her here.
Oh, more friends? Is she a skeleton too?
No, she's not.
Before Gizmo makes
She's basically Hot Starscream. She's basically Hot Starscream, as in she'll betray me at every turn, but
hey, bro,
the only reason
would a lady skeleton give one of us a boner?
No. She is not a skeleton. She is actually made of flesh and bone. All the way up to her head.
And before Gizmo says...
head is a skeleton.
No. As in even her head...
Confusing.
Her head is covered in skin and in muscle tissue.
But is there bone in?
Yes, there is bone underneath all that.
But can I get her boneless? With a 2 liter of Coke?
Why would you do that?
Cannibalism. That's cannibalism.
I want her boneless with a 2 liter of Coke.
So getting back into more of a serious point. Oh, it's my Houndour evolved into Houndoom.
Houndoom on Mount Doom.
By the way,
dislikes. Minute World linked a video about Gadget and Zipper.
Oh yeah, I remember reading about that, and it was like, this is so fucking weird.
Disney pulling off a Cronenberg without saying it's.
But yeah, I know. I've seen the movie, so I know what this shit is. It's so
you know,
Like, out of all the weird couples Disney could have done, this was the fucking
Gadget
weirdest.
had 42 mutant fly children.
By the way, Alex, I'll be honest. It's when thinking about like how DC Skeletor is like the master of double tap. I'm still picturing Brian Dobson's voice as Skeletor for that. Because I could hardly imagine Alan Oppenheimer being that deadly serious.
I want to hear him saying stuff like that. And why didn't you just kill them?
You had them right where you...
That video Minute World linked, I'm gonna go...
Hey, Slade.
Jump off the bridge, guys. See you later.
Hey, Slade, I have a question for you. You had the ability to probe each of the Teen Titans, infecting their blood, and then essentially, you could end their lives with a push of a button. And you had Robin right in front of you, who practically powerless to stop you. Why would you...
Because he doesn't have any fucking powers.
Why didn't you just simply kill him and then kill the rest of them to be done with it?
Really fun.
Fuck, I got a phone.
That is stupid. That is objectively stupid.
Are you retarded?
Go face the wall.
I heard you've been on a workout. You've also been on a diet as well, right?
So, Alex, how do you feel about my Brian Dobson Skeletor?
It's quite good.
Would you say that it's better than my attempt at Alan Oppenheimer?
I'd say that my Oppenheimer is quite good. But that's... I don't know. My Oppenheimer goes back and forth between being for Skeletor and being for Papyrus.
Speaking of Oppenheimer, has anyone seen the movie yet?
I didn't know the movie was done yet.
Was it?
Fuck!
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'll go see it when it comes out, or I'll see it when it comes out, but, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, that's definitely gonna be good. Inching, 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 inching. There we go. Can't build up too much speed in this Sonic game.
Even though
it's yeah, but you want to know what the worst part about Sonic 4 is, Alex?
What?
The fact that that momentum is just not a thing in that game.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
That's that game's biggest flaw.
I wish they despawn enemies with parts of enemies when you killed them.
By the way, you want to know what's interesting regarding the regarding what Gen 4 does with various Pokemon?
Sure.
They make these interesting like gender differences between various Pokemon.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. So like male Pikachu have spiky tails, while like female Pikachu have it rounded at the end. That kind of thing. Yeah. I just found those kind of interesting.
5 seconds. There we go. Better.
Yeah, male Pikachu has like a flat end to his tail, while female Pikachu has basically a heart shape on the end.
Right. At least now we know what gender the Pikachu is that was going with Ash. because a lot of people have been making Pikachu Ash fucking romance fanfics.
And I would do anything for love. Won't do that.
Remember someone tries to do like the pet falling in love with the human owner. I'm like, dude, if you want to do that, at least do something to make it have people interested. You're like, oh, what do you mean? People are interested. You're like, no, the people that are interested are just into Ash fucking a Pokemon. What you want to do is do something wholesome with it. Like, I remember there was an anime called, what was it called? Princess Tutu, I think? And it was like a swan that fell in love with humans, so she would wish to become human, so she could practice ballet with
like
him.
Detroit become human. Jinx.
I didn't say that.
No, I was saying to Alex. Because we were both thinking the same thing.
What I was trying to say was, if anybody even wants to do something like that, it's just don't outright have like Ash fall in love with Pikachu. Have it like Pikachu falls in love with maybe has feelings for Ash, but then like cares too much for him, and like have her to herself, so she lets go of the feelings. Now how it looks like
there was once a
like that before.
I mean, there was once
the
a
Pikachu shippers had a big boon to them in that Pokemon reboot movie a while ago.
Yeah.
It's because I want to be with you.
Pikachu shouldn't speak. Why did Pikachu speak there?
You know, the weird thing is that I think it's like that scene didn't feel as good, mostly due to the fact that it wasn't Ikue Otane. It was just some rando. I was speaking that.
There's some Brett.
Oh, Damon and Brett. He's a good.
Damon? Oh, please don't tell me his last name is Mills.
No,
Brett.
I said Brett.
Mills.
Why would I invite Damon Mills to this server?
Guys, I got another phone call. I gotta dip out again.
You don't have to say it. You can just like mute if you want, if you need to. We'll understand. Okay. Okay. Actually, I have to go, so I will see y'all later.
All right, in that case.
I just realized
Well-
what time it is, but yeah.
Well, in
see
that
y'all
case,
later.
I'm gonna end the recording since I did go through the Pirate Coliseum. I swear these are getting like to be pretty short streams on the Pokemon and stuff. Know what I mean?
Yeah, sorry about that. I just got stuff I gotta do sometimes.
Ooh, I got TM31. I believe that's Brick Break.
Bye.
All right. I'm gonna heal up, and then I'm going to save and end the recording. By the way, Alex, do you want to write some stuff on Wednesday?
Yes.
All right. In that case, I'll end the recording now.